Everyone. Welcome once more to Mathematics Pro. So today we have division of sort and they are in the form of sum of a series. So we can see that the numerator is 1 and the denominator will have root 1 plus root 2. It continues in the form of a series. Of course, the next will be root 5 plus root 6. So we need to add all of these, all. Okay, so let's get started with the first fractional sort. So we have 1 over the square root of 1 plus the square root of 2. So let's put this in the bracket because we need to multiply top and bottom by the conjugate. So of course the conjugate of this sort will be equals to the square root of 1 minus the square root of 2. Square root of 1 minus the square root of 2. So if we multiply 1 times root 1 will give us root 1, the square root of 1, which is also the same as 1. 1 times root 2 will give us minus root 2 divided by, if we look at the denominator, it's different of 2 square. We can multiply root 1 times root 1, which is the same as 1. And we have plus root 2 times minus root 2. This will give us minus 2. Okay, because root 2 times root 2 is root 4. Root 4 is the same as 2. So if we simplify this, we are going to have root 1 minus root 2 divided by 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So we can further separate this, but let us not forget that the square root of 1 is the same as 1 minus root 2 divided by minus 1. So we can see separate this. So this will give us, if we divide this over 1 minus 1, or let us just separate, we are going to have 1 minus 1 because we have minus 1 on the denominator, minus root 2 minus 1 as well. So 1 minus 1 divided by minus 1 is minus 1. A minus divided by minus is a plus, so we are going to have root 2 divided by 1 is root 2. So this is what we get. Okay, so we can see that we have minus 1 plus root 2. So this one gave us minus 1 plus root 2. Let us check at the second. All of this is all about logic, okay? So we can see that this gave us, let's focus on the denominator, minus root 1. The first one became minus plus root 2. So because minus root 1 is the same as 1. If we focus on the second one, the same. If we write 1, all of this is just to check. So if we rewrite this, we are going to have root 2 plus root 3 we need to multiply by the conjugate. So the conjugate here will be root 2 minus root 3. So we need to multiply up and top and bottom. We are going to have root 2 minus root 3. If we multiply this fast, we are going to have, when we multiply any number terms, 1 remains the same. Root 2 times minus root 3. And let us look at the denominator. Difference of 2 square. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. And root 3 times minus root 3 will give us minus 3. So we can see that we are going to have root 2 minus root 3 divided by minus 1. So when we divide by minus 1, all the sign will change. So this is plus, it will become minus root 2, and this will become plus root 3. So we can follow this logic the same. So this became minus n plus maintain. So we can write all of this as minus, because root 1, the square root of 1 is 1. If we focus from here, this will be the same as minus 1 plus root 2 plus the second gave us minus root 2 minus root 2 plus root 3. So if we focus, the third will also give the same. So the first will be minus root 3 plus root 4. Next we are going to have the same, minus root 4 plus root 5. So it will continue until we are going to have minus root 99 plus the square root of 100. So if we all look at the end, we'll be left with just the first and the last, because if we look at this, we can see square root of 2 minus 2, the square root of 2 minus the square root of minus 2 will give us 0. So root 3 minus root 3 will cancel, root 4 minus root 4 will cancel, all of them will cancel. So we'll be left with only the first and the last number. So this is the same. So we will be left with minus 1 plus the square root of 100 is 10. So 10 minus 1 is the same as 9. So this is our answer. So our answer is 9. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.